Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hi, Kemisu. Hi, Essay Author. Hi, Pukano. Hope I got everyone. I am doing great, thanks. Hi, Ujiwal. How is everyone doing today? I'm going to be trying Chrono Odyssey, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I may do a second game later on but yeah, let's try and see how it looks like. Since a lot of folks have been talking about it, and there is the playtest, which is currently ongoing on Steam. So let's check it out. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm doing it now, because don't have much choice. Today's the last day indeed.
Thus did hubris swallow me whole, wrought by my own folly. The void has consumed us all, forsaken by our God. Calamity bears not name nor face, yet draws closer still. Is this the end? Nay, 'tis but the beginning. Our cries shall be heard, but not remembered.
Okay. Let's see. They're showing me a whole bunch of servers in Asia, but I'm not in Asia. Okay, let's try North America. Yeah, I have no idea where they are, so I guess we'll just pick the one on the top. Yeah, the numbers don't really tell me much. Okay, let's see. Resolution. Cinematic. Okay, let's try. There's only TSR for subassembling. There's no DLSS, no FSR. Okay, let's put the X12. Yeah, so I'm just using TSR subassembling because there isn't any DLSS or FSR fixed CSS. Okay. Oh, on top I can see my FPS is only 62. That's quite, even in the menus I'm at 62 FPS. Here, 40 FPS? No. 38 even, okay. That's not brilliant. Let me go back and change the settings, maybe. I mean, it's a bit disappointing. Yeah, I know I put cinematic, but still, I don't know if I would have thought it would be a little bit higher with a RTX 4090, but okay, whatever. Let's put it down in resolution scale, 85. Hopefully now it's better. Okay, it's a bit better. It's instead of 38 or 40 FPS, at least now I have 55-ish FPS. But yeah, it's still not great. Let's see. Okay, let's body type preset. I'll just go with the average one, I guess, the one in the middle. Yeah, lots of options. Skin, body, decorations. I don't really care, but in any case, yeah, it is, yeah, from my understanding, you won't carry what what he did from this playtest to the final version, so you don't really need to spend too much time on choosing the character. Yeah. Okay.
Last, we'll soon be rid of this mess.
A relic that reverts time. To think we've come this far chasing mere myth.
Tales, fucking hell. As if there was another choice. No allies, kin. We've not left to lose.
Soldiers, we move to secure the relic. Ready yourselves. Balder, join me at the front.
Balder. On Balder's gate. Just joking, boss.
Get up! 'Tis an ambush! Grab your arms. We must find Etheldrada.
Okay.
I hope Etheldrada's okay. We must hold her on.
A little bit hard to control. It doesn't automatically lock onto the enemy in front of me. Yeah, and what did they all start moving? Well, it's going.
You go first, Captain.
They just all agree on at once to just freeze. And then on the move again. Yeah, it looks like it. They just agreed to just freeze. Like some kind of ceasefire. Just look at each other for a while. Okay. So the combat was locking. You don't seem to lock on the character, which is the still the one that you are. Seems to move a bit around as well. Okay. And I think I got it a bit more. So I have to press on the button, lock on the RS button to lock on, but it doesn't lock on automatically to the nearest one. It can be some creature further away. Anyways, yeah, hi, Lolita. Let's see, auto, you see you could access to, but you couldn't access to the server. Yeah, I heard there were issues as well. Yeah, so hi everyone, yeah, sorry I was a little bit late in looking at the chat because I was focusing more on the game and what's not working properly. But yeah, can you see this game was made by Capcom devs? I have no idea.
The ruins are beyond the forest. We must save the captain and securing the relic.
Also, I can just run away from the battle. Yeah, I'm just running away because apparently there are just more and more enemies just respawning and I'm supposed to run somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea who. I didn't say at the beginning Kakao Games, but I don't know if it's Capcom devs or not. I don't think so, but yeah, I know. Oh, there's the dragon flying. Interesting. There's a monster here. Wait, what? I can walk through it. Looks like it. Look, I'm going through it, and it's not moving. I can literally step inside monster. Okay. Yeah. Looks like it's not attacking. Anyways, hi Mr. Dennis, hi Dennis the Manic. How are you both doing today? Because you said the game has potential but needs a lot of refinement and improvements. So I haven't been playing for that long. Hope it's going on. Who are they? These bosses? I did not see them. Okay, some.
Still breathing, eh? To think a little sort like you made it this far.
And where are they? Wait, the armed forces, they were fighting and there's no one? Where did they go? Okay. Maybe I'm missing something, but I have no idea where they went to. Those folks on horses. Yeah, okay, well, let's look at the chat then. Yeah, and just, so I've only been playing for a few minutes and I can see some glaring issues already. Like I can walk through some monsters, I can walk through, right here I'm literally inside those characters. And the camera sometimes glitches a bit. And the lock-on system is also a bit glitchy, I think. And they are just saying that.
I'll give them that. What must be in the ruins after all?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, Dennis doing work while watching. Yep, the word is. Can you say they saved the past few days? They spirit and they kill you. But yeah, I hope you take
You head to the captain.
some medication or get some vitamins. Usually vitamin C is helpful for me. Yeah, that could help to alleviate the pain. At least it does for me. God, it's a performance, it's a joke in this game, it's giving you 35 to 40 FPS in many areas. Yeah, I can... I actually agree because I have a RTX 4090 and... yeah, I have 61 FPS, you can see the phone right on top of the screen. And I had to use a little bit of scaling as well, so I couldn't run it in a native 1440p resolution. I had to use scaling at 80%, because otherwise I was getting as well in the before that I was getting 40 FPS, 38, so it was bad, yeah. Even though I have supposedly a good part, so it's performance is a little bit wonky, I guess, in this playtest. Yeah, it's still a beta, so I guess we still have time to work on things, for sure. Okay, so I defeated those monsters.
This must be the relic.
The relic. More monsters apparently, but they are gone. Like there were monsters coming out next to him and then I don't see them. Okay. Yeah, so it's, like you said, it's not a fun deal. But yeah, at least in this version, for this beta playtest, there are issues for sure. But I do hope that they take the time and work on these bugs for the next couple of months. And the car, you say it gets lots of improvements. You have an RTX 48 and you have 60k. For i5 1260k, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You have a pretty high-end system as well. 48 I think is still pretty high-end, and yeah, getting low frame rate is a bit disappointing. Graphics does look good, yeah, but I don't know, at the same time. So it is good, but at the same time I don't think that it just defines the lower frame rate. Because, I don't know, I mean, there are some games that they're not moving anymore. I think the frame rate could be, for the graphics, the frame rate could be much higher. Oh no, a companion died. Oh, wait, what? I lost the sound. Sound came back. Up. It crashed. Brought me back to the desktop. Okay. Yeah, so it brought me back to the desktop. It crashed, I think. Or we just exited or whatever happened. I don't know. This is a bit annoying. Yeah, because I'll just move on to something else then, because I am quite disappointed so far. Yeah, guys, if this is final, you are out, you will never play at this level of performance. Yeah, I mean, for me, it crashed, it brought me back to the desktop, and I don't even feel like launching it again. I may revisit it in the future if they have once they fix things or whatever, so in a couple of months. But then for now, I think I'm done with the playtest because, low performance, there was some AI issues, some characters freezing here and there. So, yeah, I could go through some monsters and all that. The camels were not so good. The lock-in system, I thought it was a bit clunky. So I am a bit disappointed, so I'll just move on to something else for now. Well, I will just do Amerzone then. I'm going to continue the Amerzone game because, I think I haven't played it this week actually, so it's a good opportunity. Well, I wasn't planning on doing it today, but then since I thought I would be spending about an hour or so on Chrono Odyssey, but let me launch Amerzone and and I'll continue that while chatting with everyone, of course. So I was a little bit distracted, so I do have a backlog in terms of chat, so I'm going to respond to that as well, and then, yeah, I'm going to, so Amerzone is launching and going to start that. So bear with me for a couple of seconds. All right. Loaded. Yeah, so I was on the church or something. This painting. So what would we saying in the chat? Yeah, Kaka, you would, yeah, disappointed with this level of performance. So am I. So you say Kaka, the graphics are not good. I thought they were okay. But I think in a way I do agree is that the graphics were not impressive enough to justify that level of frame rate. I thought they were okay. It looks nice, but then, yeah, frankly, for that level of detail, I would have expected a much better frame rate. So yeah, either I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to look and go back to sleep. Your head has been hurting. Oh dear. Yeah, do get some rest, and yeah, like I was saying, try some vitamins. Vitamin C or something. Oh yeah, fuck. No, and sorry, I wasn't looking in the chat. Sometimes I do get distracted. In this case, yeah, I see Kaka, you say, don't waste time here finding, you have to go to site, start a mission. Yeah, I did figure that out eventually, but then some ratios, please decrease the game sound so that I can hear you clearly. Oops. Okay, that's not. Hi, Chilexol. How are you doing today? Yeah, performance was bad, very bad. Bad performance hug. Hopefully now the sound's better. Well, this game there isn't too much sound, there isn't any music, so it should be much better, I guess, to hear me. So sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, I was distracted and did not see the chat. Yeah, Puka is saying the upcoming area you will see 40 to 50 FPS. You're also using 80% resolution, and yeah, exactly. And you were using 100% resolution. Yeah, performance of this game is the worst. Yeah, so I lowered it from 100 to 80% earlier because I did want, I just want to have a smooth frame rate, right? So I was thinking, oh, okay, well, fine, since initially they proposed, I think they actually proposed 75%, so I did go to 80%. But yeah, maybe I was also supposed to reduce the graphics settings, but then, I mean, frankly, I don't think it's justified. The graphics don't justify, those high requirements. So yeah, I was not impressed. Let's see, you couldn't connect to the server, so you couldn't say, yeah, well, frankly, you're doing this much. Lower critical your laptop with your back. good. Hope you managed to fix it permanently. Hi Abhinesh. Hi Sifilov. How are you both doing? Yeah, so the previous game crashed. Chrono Odyssey crashed. So now I am playing Amerzone. Now I have to change as well the well, at least I mean, even though it was disappointing, I'm still glad I tried it because, yeah, at the end of the day, like, if I hadn't tried it, I would probably be wondering, well, how does it work? And how is it? And so forth. So, yeah, I'm going to try it for myself and make my own opinion, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what those visions are. Yeah, so going back to the chat, that game, yeah, lots of things to fix. The car racing, is that a game? Or is it a good game called car racing? I used to play the finals. Yeah. Oh, it looks like I was caught up in the chat. So, yeah, so this game is Amerzone. It's an adventure point-and-click game. I did play it before the stream, and yeah, I want to continue and hopefully finish it as well. So it's a game. So this is the remastered of a game which came out in the 90s. I thought it was pretty good, the original one. Finished the original one many years ago, obviously, and yeah, that's why I want to finish this one as well, because since I managed to finish the original, it makes sense to finish this one too. And it's not a super long game, so I do hope that I'll be able to finish it soon. Well, probably not today, obviously, but then... So I do want as well to be able to finish some games and not, switch games all the time. So yeah, Cassiano, you ask, is this a horror game? No, it's not. There is nothing scary about it. It's, yeah, traditional point-and-click adventure game. And yeah, ironically, you're right, I don't play horror games. I think I may have tried some. Yeah, but then I don't go back to those typically because, yeah, it's not really my thing. So I may have tried some, and then, yeah, it doesn't really click for me, I guess. Yeah, prepare the last chat message. So you need any car racing game. You like car racing games like Forza or Need for Speed. Yeah, I could do those, yeah. So my challenge at the moment is, one, I'm trying to finish some games like this one or some other games as well, so that I can clear some space on my hard disk. And then the other challenge is, there are some games like the previous one or others as well, where there are dates for the players, for the demos before they get removed, or all that, or otherwise, yeah, in those deadlines that I have to meet. So that's why I would be doing those as well. So I'm trying to play a lot of those so that I can be able to play more games and find some space on my hard disk too. Because unfortunately, I'm not very good at uninstalling games as well. Yeah, so not too early, even though my character now went into the what is it called, a basement or underground tunnel or something. Yeah, there's not going to be any scary stuff. And yeah, I do like it a lot. So for those of you who are familiar with Myst, plays a bit similar to Myst in the sense that, you can't walk around everywhere. You have to find the right items to click on or the right thing, then it would move forward or not. So it's not like you can walk around everywhere on the screen. Brown rice. In terms of food aid puzzle, so they stole the rice and they replaced it with scrap metal. Interesting. Yeah, they stole stuff from and sell them on the black market. Okay. Yeah, so Lonely County asked which ones have I played. There was this game Karma, which I did try, for example. There was... There were not too many, but then there was some I did try, like, yeah, Karma immediately comes to mind. There was another one, I think it's called Pinnacle Point or something like that as well, which I think is in the same type as well. And yeah, there may have been others, but I don't remember. Yeah, Karma is one of the games which I have not finished, for example. But I uninstalled it. And yeah, I don't know if games like Dino Crisis, does it count? I do like Dino Crisis. It's still a computer phenomenal as well. So even though it's plays similar to Resident Evil, I do think Dino Crisis is pretty fun. Although I think I was stuck somewhere. I wasn't sure where to go, I think. Yeah, so if we're going back to Chrono Odyssey, for me it was a big disappointment. Because I had seen some of the early screenshots that they came out with, and did look actually a bit more impressive than what I saw today. But yeah, the performance level was not good. Especially for an online game, I don't know. Usually for online multiplayer games, the requirements are not too high, and they do as well optimize it really well, because otherwise, it's going to be quite painful to play. Hi, Cyberkitten. How are you doing today? doing also real good. Yeah, so you missed my gameplay of, shot gameplay of Chrono Odyssey. Yeah, so, depending on whether you're interested in the game, frankly, I don't think you missed too much because, the performance was not very good. And then it just crashed on me. That's why I stopped, because I wasn't too satisfied with what I saw. There was some AI glitches, camera issues, some various issues, and then performance as well was quite disappointing. And when it crashed, for me it was the last straw. It was that's why I moved back to something else. But if you're curious to see how it looks like, you can always watch the stream on demand. Yeah, I think for Chrono Odyssey, it does have a lot of potential, I think. It's just that they probably released to the playtest a bit too soon. I think they just wanted to see how the servers are able to maintain a high number of players, but then they haven't finished working on the game. They haven't optimized it or any such thing, so that's why you have those issues. So, who knows? Maybe in the couple of months, maybe it's going to be in a much better shape. I hope. But then, for now at least, it's not too good. If you are interested as well, the playlist is still running. It's still on Steam for I think it ends end of Sunday, I think. I'm not sure. It's ending soon anyway. So you could try it if you wanted to, but then prepare yourself for disappointment. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen, a game launch, something new come out and then run terribly. But I guess it happens, especially for betas. I think the bid was 1925, hi, Gamer Boy. How are you doing today? Yeah, one of the things which surprised me a lot was, Game Boy, you say it doesn't look like Chrono Odyssey. No, it doesn't, because, I moved on already. So actually, I was originally planning on, playing the Chrono Odyssey for quite a bit. Good, I was thinking, well, yeah, I know it's the playtest ends end of Sunday, I think, so it's soon. And I was thinking, let's try it out before the playtest ends. But then it performed, it wasn't good. Performance was quite low. And it crashed in the end anyway, so that's why I gave up. Yeah, I think a lot of the marketing around Chrono Odyssey was the fact that, it uses the power of Unreal Engine 5. I forgot which exact version of Unreal Engine 5 they're using, but supposedly they're using the relatively recent version of Unreal Engine 5, but then, I don't know, it just wasn't up to what I expected, yeah. Oh, so it's 3426. This is a strange disc. Game Boy, it's too quiet, and the graphics aren't as polished. What are we supposed to do in this game? So it's a point-and-click adventure game, so that's why it's more, relaxed, more chill. And I was just trying to solve the puzzle of that box. And then I'm in this village where there's no one. Oh, maybe now this is cinematic. No. And for Chrono Odyssey, one of the weird things too is the fact that nowadays, lots of developers, they use upscales, they would use DLSS, they would use DLSS for NVIDIA, but also FSR for AMD, or even XCSS for Intel. And there was none of those as well. So that could have actually saved it, I think, in terms of performance, if they had optimized it for any of those technologies, but they did not. There was no option, it was only TSR. And then, I don't know, maybe it's Unreal Engine as well. Backup diskette. Oh, a backup diskette. Airboat mode. Handy for continuing up the river. Oh, good. So no DLSS, no FSR, no XCSS, and then, they could have saved it, I think. Or at least, improve the performance quite a bit. And then, I think the AI was a bit glitchy sometimes. Enemies were freezing sometimes. And, what else? I could even go through some monsters at some point. So the enemy collision system, something to prevent me from walking through characters, that didn't seem to be always working. So that was disappointing. So it is Chrono Odyssey. Chrono Odyssey, I think it has lots of potential. So I guess, wait a few more months before trying it. Is it actually, one of the questions I was wondering is, would it be free or will it be a game that you have to pay for? If it's free, then yeah, I mean, you can always give it a try in a couple of months. If you actually have to pay for it, then yeah, wait for reviews.
You there? Barrows? Do you copy?
Any news from them?
No, ma'am. And they won't pick up the radio either. Maybe they left already.
Or maybe they haven't arrived yet. You never know with Bernardus, especially if he's found some cachaça along the way.
So what should we do, ma'am?
We wait for Bernardus and Barrows to show up, and we keep our eyes open. The intruder may not be far.
Yeah, hi Tyrone, how are you doing today? Game Boy, you say you fell into the abyss one too many times to count. Oh,
Can I trust you to
I'm assuming that
between us?
Of course, ma'am.
the abyss was in Chrono Odyssey, right? I didn't see that, but then yeah, I would not be surprised.
Keeps going to the swamps?
And Kokar said, let's see what Unreal Legend 5.6 games bring to the table. Yeah,
Supreme leader. He can do whatever he wants.
Right. But he's visiting the swamps more and more often. What's in the swamps? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
so the Unreal Engine, it's really powerful. You can do lots of things, but then unfortunately, I think that a lot of developers rely on the fact that yeah, Unreal Engine can do so many things, and they don't bother too much to optimize. So that's concerning, I think. Because like anything, right? Yeah, you have the tools, you have the engine, which provides the framework, but then there's still lots of optimization that you have to do on your own. You have to, because the Unreal Engine, it's designed for all kinds of different games, and therefore they try to put as many features in it as so forth, but then you may have to tweak the game later on to make it more adapted to what you're doing. And yeah, that's why sometimes I am happy to see other game engines as well. So this one actually in Amerzone, I think it uses Unity, I think. So the Unity engine is also capable of producing some pretty nice visuals, I think. And then yeah, Indiana Jones and Doom, they both use the ID Tech engine, and that's pretty good as well. Yeah, what else? You have Hitman, developer IO Interactive, they have their Glacier engine. You have EA with Frostbite, Ubisoft with Unreal Engine. So you do have a few different engines as well by some of the bigger developers, but then I think yeah, most games nowadays use Unreal Engine. And Prepare, you said, yeah, you're hearing that Unreal Engine 5.6 has a lot of improvements in performance over Unreal 5.4. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. And improvements in performance, while at the same time it does have more refined graphics as well. So it's looking good. But then yeah, like anything, it's also up to the developers to also make some optimization. So hopefully more of them do that. yeah, exactly. It's like creating different engines are good for the industry. It's yeah, not a good thing if everything uses one single engine. Because at some point you do, yeah, get games that all look alike or feel alike, and we don't want that. And we don't want all the games to just feel like a Fortnite. Yeah, Witcher 4 uses Unreal Engine 5.6. Indeed. Unless they, yeah, depending on when it comes out, maybe there might be a newer version then as well. Who knows? Mm. Yeah, Mr. Dennings, you say now it's up to the devs to improve the performance as well and not rely on the engine itself. Yeah. Yeah, there was a time not too long ago actually when you had lots of games stuttering and it was, yeah, developers, they did not do the shader compilation, when you start the game. And there was a bit of an issue, so that's why now, yeah, what many developers are doing is to prevent that stuttering from taking place. They do the shader compilation when you first launch the game, or yeah, each time you start the game, if you change if you update your graphics drivers. So that's something that yeah, they've realized that they had to do as well in order to improve performance and not just yeah, rely blindly on the engine. Okay, my boy, you see, I was literally wondering what's the actual difference between all of the engines. Capcom has their own engine. Oh yeah, right, I forgot Capcom earlier, yeah. And it looks just fine, same with Unity. Yeah, I mean, the Capcom engine, what's the name of the engine already? I think it's something RE related. It does run pretty well. I think there may be some limitations as well in terms of open world, but then yeah, I mean, in the city project as well, Cyberpunk, it does use their own. They did have their own engine, but then they decided to drop it to use the Unreal Engine for the new Witcher 4. Which is a shame because, yeah, when you look at Cyberpunk today, it is capable of doing some pretty impressive stuff. But yeah, the difficulty as well is that lots of folks are trained using the Unreal Engine. So whenever developers looking to hire folks, it's easier to hire folks which are knowledgeable of the Unreal Engine, whereas those folks that they hire may not be so knowledgeable about the internal engine that the studio developed and making updates, fixes, improvements to support your technology and so forth. That has it has a cost, and also it might not always be easier to make those improvements. So that's why some devs prefer to just use an off-the-shelf engine like the Unreal Engine. Yeah, like the Unreal Engine, or Moon Engine. Kingdom Come 2 uses the CryEngine. The engine was really for a big open world game. Crytek did a pretty good stuff with the CryEngine. Although it can be quite resource hungry as well. What you're saying, you're saying shit, a compilation should be done while loading, not while playing the game. Makes the game very laggy, Yeah, so that's one of the differences with consoles, right? Because on console, they don't really need to worry too much about shit or compilation, because the devs can already do that, because there's only one system, right? So there's only, all of the PlayStation 5, for example, they all use the same graphics chip. All of the Xbox Series X, they all use the same chip, so they don't need to have different variations in shader compilation. But on PC, because you have so many different types of graphics chips from different vendors and all of that, they do need to have this compilation which is adapted to your hardware, and that takes a little bit of time. So Dennis, you say the survivor was a performance method launch. Now it's flawless, so it's possible, but devs don't really care. Unreal Engine 4 too. Yeah, I'm not sure it's completely flawless. I mean, there could be some, you still need to use, I think, DLSS or FSR. From what I heard, you still, it's still, if you don't use DLSS or FSR, then it's quite demanding. But then if you use the upscaling technologies, then it does resolve most of the issues.
Probably blow it up, just to be sure.
While I appreciate your,
And Unreal Engine 4 still does some pretty good stuff. Do the survival one's good. I'll use the old engine. Get into it more dollar. Get a ball, you see a personal opinion, it's good graphics, okay, but the game mechanics, story, NPCs are more important to you, personally. Yeah, it's a whole package, right? You can have the most beautiful game in the world, but then if the story is not interesting, if you have you'll be crashing, if if there's nothing to do in the game, or if the mechanics are clunky or whatever, then you're not going to want to play it. So I would say you need the whole package. You need to have everything coming together, because at the same time, if you don't have any graphics, or the graphics look, actually it depends. You could, if you have everything, like you're saying, mechanics, story, and everything, you don't really need graphics so much, because you could adopt different styles, right? You can have the cell shading, you can have cartoonish design, you can have there are lots of different ways, like Nintendo, right? On the original Switch as well, the console wasn't really too powerful, and then if you adapt, if you use a different art style, then you're able to get away with not having the latest and greatest graphics. So I fully agree with you. And we've seen that too, right, with the different in-game showcases, where you have devs which are coming up, with new games, which adopt very retro style, like the style of the original RE game, Resident Evil game on the PS1, for example, because you don't necessarily need to have the latest graphics if you're able to come up, with a compelling game. On Game Boy, grew up playing Pyramid on the level. Yeah, the original two rated games are still pretty good. The controls can be a little bit hard to use, so it's more a controls thing. But yeah, fully agree with you in terms of graphics. It's graphics are not everything. It's nice to have, of course. Look, I don't think anyone would complain about nice graphics, but then it doesn't make a game. Yeah, pixel graphics does have a lot of charm, as long as it's done properly. Oh, let's see, I know you see you all later, goodbye. Okay, yeah, goodbye. Game Boy, same things happening in the anime world. Animes with eye-catching graphics are getting all the awards, but worthy titles are getting looked over, all because of the small, loud minority. Stab Kitten, you didn't get to play the third installment in the trilogy, and you don't know if you should buy it in the bundle, it's cheap. Yeah, I mean, for the two-rated collection, you do have, like I was saying, it's a little bit tricky because on the one hand, the graphics are still hold up, I think. But sometimes the controls can be a little bit, harder to get used to, because, controls have shifted quite a bit, I think. Yeah. Let's see what else in the chat. Game Boy, you give away the bundle. With a bundle. Cyber Kitten, you got the turn-based puzzle game called Lava Go. Yeah. Yeah, it was originally a mobile game that they ported to PC. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, mobile, ports of mobile games, if they're done properly, I have no issue with those as well, because they can be lots of fun. It's only when it's too, focused on the monetization part or whatever, that's when I have an issue with that. So for all of you say pixel graphics can be ugly, but and they can be easily beautiful, like in Diwali or Stardew Valley. Yeah, so that's the thing, if you have a dev who is implementing retro graphics just for the sake of cutting down the work, or just for the sake of having a retro style, then it doesn't really work out. But then if you adopt it intentionally, but you fully exploit it as an art style, then and make it work, then that's when it becomes interesting. Yeah, there have been some games, for sure, where they use the virtual pixel style because it's easy to do. They can use those are free engines as well to do it. So if it's just a way to cut effort, then yeah, that's not good. But then if they do it properly, if there is a real design effort, based on the the Pixar retro style, then that's that's unfortunately quite rare. But when they do it, yeah, it can be really good, I think. So I'm going back down the well. Yeah, I think for Tomb Raider the remastered trilogy, I think there is a bundle of Fanatical, I think. Could be mistaken, but so don't quote me on that, but then I think there is one at the moment. And then Game Boy, you say Prime Gaming gave 1 to 3 recently. Yeah, that's possible. But I'm assuming that if it was Prime Gaming, it would be the GOG version, right? It won't be the Steam version because Prime Gaming doesn't do Steam. Yeah, looks like I caught up with the chat as well. Kitten, you have like 70 plus hours in Stardew against your will. What do you mean against your will? How is that possible? Okay. If say a friend of yours got 1,000 hours in Stardew, well, that's a lot. And Game Boy, you have about 400 hours on one human because of a friend. as a kitten, you just play it to make a friend happy, you know. So they were quite into it. Must be a really good friend then, for you to be doing that. Perhaps more than a friend in that case. Hi, it's you. I don't think I said hi to you yet. How are you doing? Yeah, rare appearance indeed. And you came aboard, you said once, but then he moved and it was swamped with his work life and dropped it. So consequently, you dropped it as well. But it's definitely a good game. Yeah, I know how that feels. So there are some games that I dropped as well, that I wanted to play, but then dropped it to work and then I just forgot about it. Hi, Flimsy145. How are you doing today? Yeah, and I think I've really said it before, but then yeah, finding the balance between the work, family, and then games, it's quite challenging sometimes. And in theory, I see you watch on YouTube normally on the actual name Tyrone. Yeah, I think that's actually when you meant, since you mentioned, I think it was it today or was it the earlier stream where you did say hi on the Tyrone? Maybe it was earlier today, the Future Game Show event, I forgot. Lindsay, you say you're late. Oh, yeah, no worries. Well, you did miss Chrono Odyssey, but it wasn't good. It was not good, no. And Mr. Dennis, you gotta go eat something, you know, it's late for me, so good night, just in case you're offline when I come back. Yeah, it's probably going to give it like a couple of minutes here, and then
What about the intruder?
so it depends how long you're gone. And it's morning for you. Okay. Now, oh, what's the story about betting into you? Or betting Flingy? India is taking someone message EA to put F125 on sale. That's not happening because it just came out, right? If they put anything on sale, it would probably be the previous one, F124, assuming it's still available, because they do tend to remove to delist some of their older games as well, those annual franchises. And yeah, in Zero you see everything EA is on sale aside from F124 and 25. Like every single game. It depends actually. If you're referring to Steam, then maybe, but then on the EA app, there are some apps, some of the older games which are not on sale. Insufficient fuel. Oh, looks like I have everything to move on to the next area. Sabakillen, you say you really want It Takes Two and A Way Out. Actually, I haven't tried those. Yeah, for the EA app, I don't really think it makes too much sense to get games from there because, the newer titles are on Steam. So if, you're choosing between getting the game on Steam or on EA app, just get it on Steam, I think. Prices are the same, and in any case, it's better to get it on Steam, I think. But then it's for the older games which are not on Steam, that the EA app is still a viable option. Yeah, for some reason EA hasn't. They actually. EA has been around for a couple of years, right? They've been around for many, many years, but then, unfortunately, many of their older games they never brought in, to Steam. Some of them are still on the EA app, but they're not all. Looks very peaceful. Alright, I think I'm going to end. Yeah, this would look like a good spot to start because I finished this area and I'm moving on to the next location. Ooh. Crocodiles. Hippos. Clear path of obstacles to continue. So yeah, we'll have to find a way to move the hippos. Are those hippos? Not even sure. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to end the stream like I said. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day or evening, depending on where you are. Or good night. Take care and see you soon. Thanks everyone and bye.